so much for coming. I'm really glad to have you. A few of you are familiar faces. One of you, it goes back to when we're 18. This is my friend Susan from literally the first day of college, but I'm happy to see the new faces. And I also want to introduce Christy Cotter, who is my team leader for HAYVN, which is one half of what I do. I mean, you can sit for a few minutes because it's going to be, you're at the end, you're the big finish. So I'm going to talk about sort of a strategic way of thinking about your wardrobe. And I want to start by sort of asking you generally, when you shop, do you walk into a store and browse around and say, oh, I like that, and buy it and bring it home? Or do you sort of think about what I have, what I need, what's going to match whatever as you go into a store? Just feel free to jump in anywhere. Both?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you see something you're like, I think I'm going to just grab this. Okay. So how about anybody else?
I do the latter and then I fret over it and then never get it.
That's so funny. Okay, well, I'm going to suggest another way of buying and shopping for clothing. That maybe you can look at it as a collection, that everything in your closet is there for a reason, that you're looking to try and build an assortment of things that go with your lifestyle, that fit comfortably on your body, that are aesthetically pleasing to you and your general taste. And one little tip about that is look around your house.
Here, I'll open it.
And think about how your house is decorated, because so often how you decorate yourself kind of goes along with how you decorate your clothing.
Sorry,
Hi, that's okay. I'm so glad you're here. You know what? Actually, maybe we should take a moment and go around the room and introduce ourselves, because now there are a few people I don't know. So I'll start with you, Susan.
What do you want to hear about it?
I just want to know your name. And
Susan Rower.
friend, Susan Rower,
Yeah,
friend.
comma friend.
Good supporter of me.
Yes.
Hi, and I'm Eileen Springer. I'm a HAYVN member and I'm a customer.
And my model for today.
And a model for today.
I'm Steffi Decker and I'm the owner of SB Decker Jewelry.
Hi, I'm Susan Greenwald.
Christy Cotter, I work with Susan.
Hi, Teresa Angel. I work with Felicia on outreach and member engagement at HAYVN. And I'm not a frequent customer, but I have a few caveats.
Oh, yeah.
I love them.
Good, excellent,
I'm Virginia Giuliano and I'm also a HAYVN member.
awesome. All right, so I was just starting to say that when you think about how you shop and how you put together your closet, you might want to think about it as a collection. That everything in there is in there for a reason, that things are, for example, I'll give you an example of what I mean. When I work with clients, sometimes they, a lot of outfits are sort of based on a palette of black. But some people really like blue, but blue then involves a different color, a whole set of accessories. So then you need to start with a brown bag and brown shoes, or navy blue bag and you know, it just gets more complicated. If you're a minimalist, just stick to a color palette, then you can sort of get the accessories that go with that color palette and don't branch from there. If you're somebody like me who likes all of it, then you know, you could do that too. But I'm just saying, think about it as a curated collection. And you, as I started to say, you want to think about your lifestyle, your personal aesthetic, which you can get a hint about when you look around your own home and see how you've decorated your home. Often when I go to a new client, when I walk in, I look at their decor because it tells me something about what they like and what they don't like. And you also want to think about what you're spending your day doing. I've got clients who are teachers and they find themselves on the floor with little kids and getting dirty. Cabbie is really great for that because it's all washable and a lot of stretchy clothing. Some people are in an office and they really need to look very presentable and fancy. And so that's the way they're going to think about, you know, building their wardrobe. But you also want to think about whether you have all the building blocks you need to create an outfit. And by building blocks, I literally mean tops, bottoms, layering pieces, toppers, which are jackets or sweater, you know, cardigan sweaters, whatever, and then the accessories and the bags. Those are the building blocks. And you want to make sure you have all of those things in your wardrobe. I had a client once who had very cute jackets and very cute skirts. It was Robin. And she's like, I do not know how to make an outfit out of this. Well, it's because she had no blouses. She had very few blouses and you can't make it. I mean, you could, I suppose, but you know, you need good tops. You need all the building blocks. So when based on all of that, you go through your wardrobe and you think about, here comes another participant. You think about what stays. Those are the things that you wear all the time, that you love to wear, that you feel comfortable and confident in. You think about what can go. What are the things that are maybe out of date? Maybe they're a little pilly or faded. Maybe you just don't fit into them anymore, or maybe you're just like tired of them. And then third, you think about what's missing. And again, those are the building blocks. You want to make sure you have a good range of building blocks to build your outfit upon. Another really key thing to think about is that you need to buy good basics. And by basics, I mean the solid colored pieces that you can build an outfit on. And I'm going to demonstrate that in a little while with Eileen. So I'm getting distracted. So what's happening?
What are you wearing?
Yeah. You want to think about good, solid basics, and they don't have to be expensive. You know, white t-shirts, they die. They can cost $50 and they die. They can cost $14 and they die. They get washed, they get pilly, they get tired and a little brown or gray looking, and they need to go and you need to refresh. I say to clients all the time when I go through their stuff and I see socks with holes, how much are you spending on a cup of coffee? You can buy a new pair of socks for the same price as a cup of coffee. Throw them away when they have holes in them. You know, you don't donate them, just get rid of them. Same thing with white t-shirts. Diane, thank you for coming. Glad you're here. That's okay. You missed pearls of wisdom. I can share them with you later.
Okay, take everything.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm in the frame here for the Zoom. I should probably stay put here. So, pardon me?
Looks like you have my
My head's cut off. No.
Is that the other one? There's two pictures. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, all right, good. So anyway, yeah, so think about good basics, and basics include tops, t-shirts, jeans, foundational garments. It can take 10 pounds off of you. It can make you look 10 years younger. The right bra, the right shaping wear, the right underwear under the clothing. You know, you see somebody in sort of fitted dress and she's wearing bikini underpants, and there's all kinds of ridges and lines that do not need to be there because she may be very fit or very slim, or even if she's not, she doesn't need the extra bulges. You know, that includes for maybe somebody who's a little bigger on top, a bra with a wide band under here. Don't get a skinny band because that's going to make two ridges. A wider band will be smoother. So you want to think a lot about what the foundational garments are that you're putting under. It will make your clothing look and fit much, much better. So those are basics. And then the pièce de résistance, the good accessories. Good accessories are outfit builders. You can put on a shirt and pants and you're dressed, but you're not styled and you're not stylish. But if you find a really cool, fun pair of shoes or boots or a great piece of jewelry or a beautiful bag, that's the one thing you love leather, so you've invested in this beautiful bag. A beautiful bag means that you can wear all Gap and H&M and still look super, you know, expensive and rich and put together. So think carefully about those accessories, shoes, bags, belts. They really are, and jewelry, they're outfit builders. Any questions so far? Does anybody have any comments or thoughts or questions that you might want to raise? Yes.
Just a little comment, when you said to look at your home and see what that teaches about you,
Yeah.
I'm just like getting ready to hire a decorator, so I'm like nowhere. So I'm excited about
Well,
that.
are you collecting images for your decorator to show your decorator? You know, in terms of
Yeah, I
things that have
definitely have a
appealed to you?
vision, but
Yeah.
it's interesting that you said that because I can't use that yet.
Yes, but you can use what you've been thinking about for the
For sure,
house, you
for
know?
sure.
I mean, are you somebody who's very formal, you know, and you're gonna want really traditional furnishings, or are you somebody who's pretty casual and you want it just comfortable or modern and sleek? Like all of those are descriptors that kind of go along with the kind of clothing you want to be wearing because they're your aesthetic. And that's genuine. You know, fashion comes and goes. Style is forever, and it's really true. So that, yeah. Any other thoughts or questions, or otherwise I'll move on because I don't want to keep you too long and I have to do my little demonstration with Eileen. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit also about refreshing / elevating your look. And what I mean by that is you've got stuff in your closet, you may have had it for a really long time, but you can combine it with something that you've just bought and update the whole look of it. So think about refreshing your look. Don't be afraid to take things that you've had for a long time and just blending them with a new pair of pants. For example, I bought a belt I don't know, a couple of years ago. I have literally never worn it. It was just like I was wearing it yesterday, a brown leather sash that when you tie it, it makes kind of a big knot and kind of a cool bow. Yesterday, I put on these pants and a black top, and I thought, oh, this dark brown knot belt would be so cute with this. And I pulled it out, and I really felt like I pulled the outfit together in a way that I hadn't seen anybody else do. And that's kind of the goal, is to find a way to wear something that is really yours, specifically yours. I also want to point out, you all have some handouts in front of you. So if you see the color wheel, I'm going to pull this out. There are people who literally study color theory for semesters at a time. It's very complicated. But to break it down to a very simple level, if you're pulling things out of your closet and you're like, does this really go with this? Well, if it's contiguous on the color wheel, if it's opposite on the color wheel, or even if a triangulated shape, and of course, everything goes with the neutrals, that's just sort of a rule of thumb of things that will go together. So you might think, for example, I don't know, does magenta go with forest green? 100% magenta goes with forest green because they're opposites on the color wheel. So I have clients who hang this in their closet because it's just like a really quick, easy visual guide for how am I gonna know if something works with something else? And everything again works.
So the
together.
things you definitely rule out from here, like, oh my gosh, if it's a quarter away, don't even think
It
about
probably, well, it might be like, you know, color wheel 202 instead of 101, you might wanna
Go a little
steer
out.
away, like stay basic. If you're not sure, kind of stay basic is what I would say to that.
What do you think about mixing navy blue with black? Because that's a perpetual
Yes,
discussion.
so here's what I think about, I've given this a lot of thought.
Yeah, and I'm a
Because
blue
this is
girl.
what I do. So I think navy blue and black look super chic together if it's intentional. And what I mean by that
Right.
is, if, for example, you're wearing a column of black and you think, I'm gonna put on this jacket that has navy in it, but then you brighten it with white pearls or, you know, a white bag or something to pop it, to make it a little bit brighter and look like you built the whole outfit around, or you wear a scarf that has black and navy in it. You have to, it has to look like you meant to put the black and the brown together, not like, oh, I'm wearing navy leggings, I'll just throw on a black shirt and go out the door. Then it doesn't, it just looks
Like an error, yeah.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
great, that makes total
So
sense.
think about it
Yeah.
and pull it together with something with a pattern that ties the colors, or something white, because something white will always bring it, you know, pop both colors and look, make them look great together.
Thank you.
Yes, good question.
I have a,
Yeah.
maybe I missed it.
Yeah. So black and brown kind of goes with everything. However,
What
you
you were
know,
just talking about.
exactly. So, and black and brown go well together as well. Like look at Christie's and my shirt because we're matching today. And I will also note that she is wearing a completely casual look with this cabbie blouse. All of that is cabbie.
Oh.
That her whole outfit, and I'm wearing the same blouse in a much, much dressier, pumps and all, look, right? So it's the same shirt, and it will work depending on what you pair it with, but, okay. But you want to think about what you're pairing it with. So yeah, black and brown go together. I generally like to put gold with browns and silvers with blacks in terms of jewelry. But, you know, there's no hard and fast rules about that. But again, you want it to look intentional. So if you're wearing a gold belt buckle and a gold bracelet, don't suddenly put a silver necklace. That's going to look weird. However, if you're doing mixed metal stack of bracelets on your wrist, or you're doing something that has mixed metals in it, like a necklace, then it kind of works. But it's just, again, like decorating a home. It's component parts that you pull together in a way that you've given it some thought. And, you know, there's a reason why you pulled them together. Does that answer that question? Okay, so moving on, I started to say this before, but I'm going to say it one more time, that, oh, actually, no, I'm going to move on. Let's move on. All right, so next I want to talk a little bit about column dressing. Does anybody know what column dressing is? I know you do. Column dressing. Column dressing is when you wear the same color on top that you're wearing on the bottom, because that is a foundation upon which you can build a million different looks. And I'm going to demonstrate that with Eileen, who has come today per my request in a flat column. But, you know, you can do a navy blue column. You can do an olive green column. You can do an all white column in the summer. You know, there are a lot of different colors depending on what you like to wear. Brown, of course, just all of those. But it gives you a million options. And I'm going to demonstrate going from super casual to super dressy, all with the same black basic, you know, foundation pieces. And there are style tips. I'm gonna refer to this before I do the demonstration. You'll see in front of you also this style tips sheet. Style work, style discoveries that stand the test of time. This was written by a colleague of mine years ago, but it withstands the test of time. So I hand it out to all of my clients all of the time. Christy, do you have, okay. And basically it just talks about undergarments, you know, tailoring. God invented tailors for a reason. If your clothes don't fit you, go to the tailor and let them fix that for you. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name? That's okay.
Lisa.
Hi, nice to meet you. Do you guys, do you mind shooting that over to us so we can have the packet there? Thank you. So just, you know, take this away and read it at your leisure. And I'm also going to point out, I once did a workshop for another group, older women, they were complaining about their feet. So I pulled together a list of the most stylish comfort shoe brands.
That's awesome.
Because, I mean, it starts with the shoes. I don't know about you guys, but when I pack, I think about where I'm going, what I'm gonna be doing, and I start with the shoes, because if my feet aren't good, the whole thing is not gonna work out. So take this and go check out these different, you know, their range of prices and whatever, but you can find cute shoes that are comfortable at the same time. You do not need to wear clogs. You do not need to wear sneakers. You can find cute sneakers and go from there, because shoes really can make an outfit. I mean, a good shoe elevates the most boring look. You know, you take a black suit that's very, very traditional and put on a leopard kitten heel, you look like you decided to be, you know, you intentionally want to be stylish. So I just wanted to give that to you too. And then before I move out onto the demonstration, to this piece, which I maybe don't have. There's a piece in your packet on Blueprint that's called donating for a good cause or something like that.
Declutter?
Yeah, declutter your closet and donate to a good cause. There, all of these organizations, I did just check them recently. I got. Uh-oh.
I think somebody just came in. I
Yeah,
missed
oh,
it.
you took care of her. Great, thank you. Hi, Tori.
Hi.
I have, I was just going through some handouts that I have. And right now we're talking about decluttering your shoe, your closet, and donating. I'll give you the handouts later. But, you know, you can donate to women's causes, to men's causes. There's a whole list here. They do all kinds of different things. But, you know, in this day and age, throwing things away feels wrong. And if you can make somebody's life a little bit easier by taking a suit that you're really not going to wear, that she maybe can't afford to go buy, and making it possible for her to just go, you know, shop and get it, why would you not want to try to do that? So I wanted to give you a few different options for what to look into in order to think about donating for good, you know, cleaning out your closet for the good. Any questions? Yes.
So I thought it was interesting what you said about thinking of your wardrobe as a collection in the shopping mode, but I think also in the, when you're decluttering too,
Correct.
right?
Yes. So if you have that vision in your head of what you're wanting to achieve, it makes it so much easier to clean out. And when you're cleaning out, again, you're thinking about what stays, what goes, and what's missing. And, you know, there are things that you'll rediscover as you clean out your closet. I remember I once had a client, she had this really like butterscotch yellow chiffon blouse with a giant bow. It was really cute. She had no idea what to do with it. And I made 6 outfits with, you know, with it for her. She just was thinking it has to match something that has yellow in it. It does not. Things don't have to match. They just have to go. You know, I mean, I would put this black and brown shirt with an olive green jacket because it looks really pretty together, even though there's no olive green in it. You know, and then again, if you think intentionally about what your accessories are, and maybe make sure you have black in your accessories, then it all somehow works. So yes, any other questions before I move on to the demonstration? How are we doing on time? Good, all right. So this is Eileen Springer. Many of you already know her, and she is my model today. And I went to her home about a week or 2 ago, and we went through her closet. We talked a lot about what she would bring with, she came in with her wheelie suitcase, what she would bring with her so that I could demonstrate to you the idea of column dressing and how you're going to take just a plain black pair of pants and top and really do different things with them. So we're going to start with casual. And what I want to do for casual is to throw, you have your booties on. She's got a little pair of black suede booties. Throw this on, please. I'm gonna be very bossy and just boss you around. And just yank up those sleeves. And then, sorry about the tags, but that's the idea. So we've got this cozy scarf.
I'm gonna sweat off a few
We're
minutes here.
gonna take it off you really soon. She's got this backpack. And she's like good to go for a casual, cute, comfy. Take that off real quick. Okay. And do another thing. This is from Jack. I can use this later. Thank you. And then we can go even more casual with this. This is the problem. I pull things off and I lose the hanger every damn time. What did I do with the hanger that the sweater was on? Find it. So again, just for like a day at a football game or something, because she actually looked a little dressier in that sweater than I thought you would. Throw that on and roll up the sleeves a little bit, okay? Just yank them way up. You don't have to like super carefully roll. So you see there's like a little contrasting lining inside. But you know, she can just like head out to a game, put that funky scarf on, and she's very, very casual with a little booty or a loafer or something like that. Then, cute, right? Easy.
Yeah.
All right, easy and quick. Here's my hanger. All right.
You look like you're
There's one behind you.
18 years old.
Yes, thank you.
That's exactly what I thought.
Hope I don't wind up buying more after this.
Yeah, that's always a danger. All right, so then, what if we're thinking about, do you mind, Eileen, putting on the beige, the camel shirt? Sure. For me, please. So now she's heading out and she's got a meeting to go to. And she needs to look a little more professional, a little more put together. I know this isn't on Zoom. I don't know if you can point towards us over here, but.
It's
following you.
It's
Is it?
following you, yeah.
Okay,
I think if you guys stay not too far apart from each other as well.
She's shaking.
Okay. Can she see? Tori, can you see us?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You just can't see
So
Eileen
again,
too.
Nice.
yank up the sleeve and look, this bag ties the colors together. So she's got a cute little bag. I always yank up the sleeve because I think, can you see how much kind of cooler and more modern it looks? I mean, obviously this is too long on her.
Very slimming.
Even if it's not, there's something about pulling it up on your forearm. And even if you let your sleeves show below, I don't know, it's just a more kind of modern chic look. But look how, I mean, she looks beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Ready to go to a meeting, all set. Okay. Next, we'll do one more kind of work look. Really quick.
Do you own that, Eileen? Because you should.
I didn't even try it on. I did my shopping yesterday. You did, and I asked you about it. You said it's too long for me, but it actually looks great.
I think it looks.
I'm telling
really good on
you, this
You
modeling
get
is
the
gonna
ladies.
be expensive for
Costume.
me.
Actually, that should be part of your whole deal here. Voting, everyone tries on different clothes. They
So when I reach and buy the comments, everything looks cute on her.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
true.
All right, so here is another, you know, this one's not as long. Now, I do have to say this jacket is very back ordered till like December, and this is way too big on her. So you have to kind of pretend, but yank up those sleeves.
Yeah,
It looks
nice.
lovely.
And we can do a slightly contrasting shoe, but the reason why these two patterns mix well is because they're in the same color family, but this one is on a smaller scale and this is on a bolder scale. So when you're thinking about mixing patterns, you want to stay in the same color family and make sure the scale of the pattern is different. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's that. And you can, you know, a little pop of this burgundy kind of pulls out the rust in the jacket, and it's just another cute work look. And I could do the jewelry, but I'm not gonna take the time. I would fill in what I call the skin space here with a chunky necklace that has the gold tones, just so you can sort of imagine. It just sort of finishes the look, and it makes her look like she intentionally styled it, thought it through, and put on all the things to make it a finished outfit. Next, we're gonna go dressy. So you can pull out your fancy black. So these are the shoes, just so you can see them, and Tori can maybe see them. These are a lace, kind of a see-through dressy pump. So let me trade you. Same black outfit. She hasn't changed her clothes. I told her, I promised her I wouldn't make her get undressed here in front of her. I'm really good that way.
You definitely wouldn't want that.
No, we wouldn't want that. And we have a sparkly bag, right? And we're gonna take the clutch necklaces. And by the way, this is these are cabbie pieces. This comes apart. You can wear 1, 2, or all 3 strands. You can make them all long if you want. Good luck getting them back together, but it does work. I'm gonna put it on this time just because I want to really show the whole outfit for me. I'm getting very up close and personal with you. Here's that, and I'm giving you my jacket because it's, I am, like, I have a size 8 here. This one's smaller and it will fit her better, so you'll get a better sense. I warmed it up for you. But look how elegant and dressed up and beautiful she looks, right?
Yep.
Really nice, if I do say so. So this is just to show you, you can literally, if you're traveling or you're just, you know, you want to just pull out of your closet. I mean, I've gone to weddings where I'm wearing a blouse from Target with a, you know, really fancy jacket. And I don't know, you want the component parts in your closet so that you have what you need for every kind of occasion. You want to be stocked for every kind of occasion. That's the goal. And it doesn't have to be outfits, and it doesn't have to be the sales lady said to wear this with this. You know, you can be a little more creative and a little bit more flexible and pull things apart and put them back together. And, you know, with a couple jackets and a couple pairs of shoes, you can go from a football game to a black tie dinner. So there you go. Any questions? I think I'm pretty much done. Great. I talked really fast.
Hey, you look awesome in all of
Yeah.
those, Eileen.
Yeah,
she
Really,
does.
really
You
nice.
picked a good model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, I'm the queen of like
Say it again.
changing in the bathroom or in the car.
You know, last season we actually sold a couple of masks that matched some of the shirts. We don't have those this season.
Yeah.
I think we all thought maybe we wouldn't need them, but that's not quite the way that went. But yeah,
If there's time, can you just show a couple more outfits, like putting together things that we might not
Yes.
traditionally put together?
for sure. For example, so Eileen has this jacket, which she bought in the spring. This is a cabbie jacket that she bought in the spring. I'm not gonna make her try this on because it gets complicated, but for this season, for the fall, we have this top and these olive pants. And look how beautiful
Wow.
they look
And
together.
I just bought those.
She bought the bottom.
So we can't buy it because
When
it's
I went to,
already out.
when I went to her house to talk about what we were gonna put her in today, I brought these with me because I wanted her to see how taking her spring stuff into this goes now into the fall. This looks by itself like a very springy color and a springy jacket, but when you blend it with these fall colors, it's beautiful, I think. So that is one idea for you. What else can I show you? Let me show you this idea. So these pants, I showed you the jacket that goes with these pants. They're a lot together, you know, all together. But if you take, this is called our complete top, just a simple shell. And then like I was talking about before, you find a really fun belt and some great booties or shoes and a little, even a denim jacket. You can really dress this up with a black leather jacket down with a denim jacket. Super versatile. And again, all these pieces and, well, let me just say, all these pieces are washable. Cabbie is really great that way. They're not hard to, you don't have to dry clean. They're very easy to wash and hang and go. You don't have to iron them. I should have said at the beginning, and I will say for a moment, I've had this business called Closet Curator for almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years in November. And I always have gone into people's homes and helped them figure out what's in their closet and did for them what I'm explaining to you today. But, and then I would take stock, keep track of what's missing, go shop and pull merchandise for them, and then bring them into the store like the next day and show them and have them buy what they wanted to buy. And then I go back to their home and I would take pictures of literally every item in their closet. And I would have my whole, you know, online virtual closet of their closet, and then make outfits, which I can show you what that looks like. I have a website that I use. I would make an online lookbook for each individual client. When the pandemic hit, the stores started to close. So, you know, Lord & Taylor is gone around here. The mall is hollowed out. Even the stores that exist have almost no stock. It's very depressing and difficult to shop. And so around that time, And by the way, I've sold Cabby informally for 11 years through my friend who was a rep who just retired. She tried to get me to join for all those years, but I like doing my own thing. I didn't want to have to deal. Christy caught me at just the right moment. She said, you might want to rethink this because I was selling, I mean, to clients, and I was selling a lot, but I was not making any money doing that. I was just, they would pay me for the hour. So now I decided to join, and it's actually been great because clients who don't want to pay my hourly rate, I don't charge them for shopping Cabby because I'm making commission. I'm not going to double dip. That's not right. So it's much cheaper to shop with me. I can do the lookbook still. I can do the closet clean out still. I can have them take their own photos if they don't want me, taking the time and money to do that. And Cabby is just like dovetailed into Closet Curator. So I'm representing kind of two businesses today, which I didn't really go into at the beginning because I wasn't sure if you're interested. So anyway, so that's kind of how that all has come together. And that's why I'm here today with Cabby, because now we have our new fall line. And I'd love for you all to stick around and browse it because I'm going to go in the living room with it and stick around for a few hours today and advise you and help you and whatever. What other examples can I show you? So yesterday I had a client who was over, she's going to a dinner, rehearsal dinner for her niece in Atlanta. And she needs something to wear. And I was telling her that the suiting looks beautiful with nothing under, just like a deep V so you don't see. Very elegant, but she thought she'd be too hot. So we put this blouse on her, which is just simple and pretty and light. And again, it really dresses up an outfit. You're good. It does all the work for you. You don't even really need much jewelry. It's got a long sleeve. It's got a ruffle, maybe a little necklace, but certainly an earring, and you're kind of good to go. Pretty little black pump. You're dressed. It's just easy. Doesn't take up a lot of room in the suitcase. Alternatively, you can go very sort of traditional and think about our sweaters. So this sweater is a very Chanel-esque piece with the fringing and whatever. And again, mixing prints. So this has a little olive green sort of taupey stripe. Very, very gentle, but look how pretty they are together. And you put that with those olive green pants. And that's a beautiful, very tailored, but very comfortable because it's all stretchy and unstructured way to go to the office. You will see Eileen here in this outfit.
I bought that thing.
So now we can find that one.
I think you just have to do a calendar.
Susan.
Yeah.
So Eileen looks fabulous in everything.
Yes.
But what about like if you're dressing to look more slim or slim, a
Yes.
slimming look?
Yes.
Any recommendations?
Yes. So if you want to create a visual, a slim down visual, an open jacket or an open sweater is a really good way to go because those two vertical lines down the middle of you draw the eye in. Another little trick for that is if you're wearing a shirt that has maybe like women who have big chests aren't great with like a high neck. But if you want to wear like a turtleneck or a higher neck and you're worried, where's that piece? That's going to make your bust look really huge, get a long pendant. And that, again, that visual gold chain bringing down to a pendant at the bottom draws the eye in and is slimming. The column of color is another way to really slim down because it's just a one uninterrupted look. And then you can put, again, almost anything over it. But I, normally leave your jacket open. Don't do double breasted because that's, 6 extra inches of fabric that you don't need hanging in front of you. If you're broad shouldered, don't go with something with a puffy shoulder sleeve because it's going to make you look even broader. They use the word in fashion magazines, silhouette, all the time. Really, if you can kind of squint at somebody and try to see their literal silhouette, it shows you a lot about how they're going to look because you can get sort of the sense of the outline of their shape, and that's a huge factor in how they end up looking in their clothing. So I don't know if that helps. Yeah.
So my problem is shoes.
Yes.
Because they always hurt my feet.
Yes.
So.
Did you get my comfort shoes
Okay.
list?
Oh, no, okay. I missed that.
This comes up all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually live in Cole Haan shoes. I probably don't have many other brands, but they're in my whole closet and they are uber comfortable.
They're very
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays you don't have to, sacrifice style for comfort. There really are lots of options. So I wanted to give you that so you could shop it.
But you don't rep
shoes.
Pardon me?
You don't represent shoes.
I don't represent any shoe line, no, but I have thoughts about different. So if you have any questions, I can maybe try and help.
Susan is a wealth of information.
I'm a I've been doing this for a very long
So where
time.
do you shop shoes?
Well, you know, online nowadays, which stinks because you can't try them on until they arrive, but for clients who are worried about their shoes, I saw your hand was up, come back. You know, I really often go to Aerosol. Aerosols are pretty comfortable and they have some good designers right now. They've got some cute things. Vianette, there are a lot. I mean, they're on the list, you know, as you go on the list. If you look at the Arch is much more expensive. It's a Spanish brand, so is Camper, much more expensive. Clark's, not always leather. I am not a fan of shoes that are not made out of leather because your feet will sweat and you will get blisters. You need leather insoles. It's just really important. Gentle Soles have some cute things. Lucky has some, I mean, all, you know, all of these, which is why they're on here. So
May I ask a question in
yeah.
regards to, do you go directly to the sites? Or
I go to
is there-
Zappos, you know, usually to Zappos. I mean, Lord & Taylor is still online. And I used to love to shop there for shoes because they almost always had 20% off.
Right.
And you could get cheaper shoe, you know, the same shoes there for 20% less than anywhere else. That's not the case anymore. Now it's a COVID vaccine site. Welcome to 2021.
It's back.
It's so depressing.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Susan Rubber.
And I should say Susie's been giving me advice for 35 years on how to go. Or, anyway.
She's known me long enough, I'm Susie.
I mean, Susan, excuse me.
I don't allow just anybody. Don't mention it. Yeah, all right. That's okay.
So you gave several examples of mix and match
Yeah.
patterns
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
where many of us who are not experts at this.
Yeah.
When we're looking for something to match, or we just want this beautiful jacket, it wouldn't occur to us to look for something with flowers on it.
Yeah.
How do you determine whether it's okay to mix?
So I would say if the colors are in the same family of the two things, and one should be, this is kind of a little jacquard small pattern. If you stand really far away, it just looks purple. You have to come up close to see there are other colors in it. If the other piece has these colors, but the pattern's on a much bigger scale. Also, another way to think about it is if one is much more geometric and the other is more kind of curly, you know, floral or something like that, they probably will look good together. And if you're really not sure, yeah, if you're really not sure, text me.
Which is what I do.
That's right, that's right. Text me and I'll tell you, no, don't do that. Yeah, yeah. Any other questions? You guys are a good audience,
I
yes.
missed a lot of this, but casual looks, I'm not working right now and I feel like, you know, I mean, like today I'm just a hot mess because I was like.
But you mixed patterns and you did it well.
You know,
That's
but then I'm
cool.
wearing Toms, which I know are totally
don't
unstylish, but they
show
were
those.
just, yeah, I know, I hate them too, but I just was like, they're comfortable.
Okay.
So if they're good looks when you're kind of like, your day is consisting of a couple different things?
Yes, so casual. So like cabbie, again, I'll do the cabbie thing. This is, and I should pass it around. Our shirts are so soft and stretchy. Here, just pass it around. And you know, a pair of leggings under a long enough, but not too long top, and a cute pair of sneakers. Maybe if you're wearing a black legging and a shirt like this, you go find yourself a cute snakeskin slip-on sneaker. Keds has them, like everybody has them. You're suddenly dressed. You look
Yeah.
put together and cute, you know, and your bag is black because your leggings are black. You're good to go. That's all it takes. I mean, we've got a whole lot of knit tops here. This is our Serenity tee. We have it in a different color every single season. This season, it's kind of this off-white. It's just incredibly soft and creamy. There's this friendly top, pair of jeans. Do a little front tuck, just stick the front in, because then it shows a waistline and creates proportion. And you won't just look like a big block with legs. You won't look like a big triangle with legs. It will show a waistline. And that little front tuck, even in a thick sweater, it makes a huge difference in just defining proportion. So, yeah, we have a whole range of, maybe you'll look when
Makes you
I.
think you came out of the bathroom and you forgot to.
Most my daughters.
I think
do
it
it.
Yeah.
So,
Because you were the person who everything looks good on you.
Yeah.
My question is, you know how you didn't buy a longer jacket? You didn't buy it this way. How do you determine, obviously, people come with different heights.
Right.
Is it, how much of it has to do with height and just, I love you in the longer jacket. So how would you recommend how people choose length of the.
Right,
shirt.
so I would say there are a few things about a long coat or jacket. You have to be aware of the other pieces you're wearing. So in other words, if you're wearing like a baggy trouser, then you want counterpoint, you want a fitted top. If you're wearing a big oversized top with a pair of leggings, you want the bottom half to be very slim and streamlined. If you are a petite person, there are things in this collection that run a little bit shorter. For example, this sweater, which I mean also have, this is a medium, it's a little big, but it is shorter and it will look good on a more petite frame. You know, if something is going to bring you down to the ground and make you look short, you can do one of two things. You can put on a heel, you can get it shortened, and maybe this coat is a little long on her, but she could take it up a hem or two, and then it would be perfect. So again, tailors are our friends. There are reasons why there are tailors. And I had a client who told me that she has a hard time with pants because she's a little thick through the middle and short in the crotch, and to get it to fit here, she's got super skinny legs, and then the leg, which I can't even imagine having to have that problem. But her pant legs are always super wide. So I sold her a pair of pants last season, and she's like, they fit great in the waist and the crotch, but the legs are loose. I'm gonna send them back. And I said, or go to the tailor and ask them if they can just take it in down the seam, because then you'll have a pair of black slacks that super fit you, that will work for a really long time, and you're all set. You know, why not do that? It's worth the maybe $20 investment to have something that flatters and fits you just right. That, you know, black pants, you don't have to buy new black pants every season, like that's gonna last for a while. So, but I mean, the casual question is a good one, because we all have those days where we're just running around and we don't want to pay a whole ton of attention. But that's why if you have the things in your closet that are stylish and that fit you and that fit your aesthetic, you can grab and go. You don't have to really give it a ton of thought, you know, just get yourself a couple pair of stylish sneakers and a cute pair of loafers or a bootie. I'm a big fan of a simple black bootie, like a low, like Eileen has, just very low on the ankle, because you don't want it to compete with your pant leg. If your pant leg gets stuck in it,
Yeah.
not a good look. So the higher the boot, unless you're wearing a wider pant that will fall outside the boot, make sure you get one that's really low to your ankle so that it doesn't get stuck. I hate that. Or if somebody's wearing sandals with an open back and bell bottoms, and the bell bottom gets stuck inside, oh, that makes me nuts. It's like a pet peeve, I can't stand that. So, you know, there are ways to do it that if you have the component parts, again, in your closet, you grab and go. And you know, today's gonna be a tunic and legging look day. Very easy. I don't know if I answered your question generally. Okay, good. So yeah, I mean, you know, each body is different, each age, each lifestyle, each woman has a very unique set of features and circumstances. And it's so much fun to try and find the right solutions for each of those women, for each of, you know, their own particular circumstances. That's what I love doing. That's why I love doing this so much.
Yeah, I'll just share, I got that sweater because like I'm often running around the city. So during the day, I'll go a couple places to see clients, and then I'm meeting someone later for dinner. So I almost always have a little bag with something that I'm gonna change into in the bathroom or whatever. And I thought that would be great because I can just throw that on with black pants and look like I dressed for dinner.
Yeah.
So it's like one piece and easy to decide on, and I just go with it.
And it doesn't take up a lot of room in your bag.
Yeah.
And so now I was saying about, you know, putting brown or something with this. I mean, look how cute this, it does, you wouldn't think, oh, chartreuse, that I can't wear it. So many people have said, man, I can't wear that color. Like, yeah, you can. It goes with everything. It goes with almost everything. And this is a little big on me. But I mean, it's pretty, right? It pulls out the brown and the black and it brightens up the whole look, and it's got this great little swing feature in the back.
Yeah.
And I can see myself in the mirror. I gotta pull down my glass a little. Yeah, so
Show the dress, the new arrivals dress with that.
thank you, Christy. So we do have a series of new arrivals. So the way Cabby works, going back to the Cabby part, we have a